Is the clap means like already?
All right. In 5, 4, 3.
So it's not the clap.
That was to sync the audio.
Oh, okay. Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back. We're back with a brand new episode, and we got a special guest today. So without further ado, can you introduce yourself?
What's good, y'all? My boy is Manny. Yeah, man, just excited to be here.
Now I'm excited to have you. We were talking like before we started. We were saying how like it's been like 4 years or 3 years.
Like 3 years.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened in 3 years. Right. And just the other day, I was talking with my sister because we was talking about a show that we watched, and I didn't even realize that it was 3 years ago that the first season came out. So a lot definitely has happened in the past 3 years. So
crazy, man. I mean, already right off the bat, like we're rocking the hats. I don't know if you want to tell us a little bit about this. You know, since we last saw you, this wasn't out there yet.
Yeah, that wasn't.
This.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing. So the last time that I was on here, I had a brand called Mount Haven Chronicles. Yeah. And I had that going for like 5 years. And, it was cool and everything. It was a great experience. It opened a lot of doors for me. So, and, we were talking about, 3 years ago, which was in 2022. And my Haven Chronicles opened a lot of doors for me that year. I did a lot of events that year. I was vendoring in a lot of events. And, and it was great, It was a busy year. But last year I decided to shut it down. Because I just felt like it didn't really have I didn't really know a specific meaning for it. Right. Because you know how every brand, there's a meaning behind it.
For sure.
There wasn't really like a specific meaning for me behind my Haven Chronicles besides that it represents where I come from. But it's not not everybody comes from the same place I do. So last year I decided to shut it down, and I was like, I don't really want to do no more brands or nothing. I just want to focus on other things. You know what I mean? I just wanted to focus on myself. And then last year, right when I shut it down, a friend of mine, he sees, because that I'm into hats and I'm into doing custom fitteds and all that. He comes up to me like, yo, bro, I like your hat, this and that. And it was a custom fitted. And he wanted one. But I was like, I can't. I could make one for you, but I don't know if you could afford it because it's a lot of money. Right. I have to charge you a lot, you know what I mean? Because there's a whole process. And the idea of making my own hats, like actually making my own hats, started to come alive. But I had just shut down my Haven Chronicles. So I didn't want to do another brand. Right. So I was hesitant for months and months and months and months to do another brand. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do a brand. So, in May of this year, I was like, you know what? Let me do it. Let me just go ahead and let me do a brand. But before that, I was like wrestling with like deciding what name to come up with it. Because that's always the hardest part of starting something, a business or anything, is what name are you gonna put on the brand, on the company, and what's the meaning behind it? Because I didn't want to make the same mistakes as before, that I'm starting a brand and there's no meaning behind it. So this past like 2 years, my life has been, it's been, a lot of things has happened, good and bad, and I would say the past year or so. My faith in God has grew a lot, and it's something that has been a big part of my life, you know what I mean? And one thing that I've recognized is that, myself, I've realized that, God has put me on this earth for a purpose. Right. And each and every single one of us, we have a purpose. God has given us a purpose on this earth. And then that's where the idea came of naming the brand Proposito. Instead of naming it Purpose, I named it it's in Spanish. Right? Because the other thing I noticed was there's not a lot of, like, for me, there's not a lot of Hispanic or Spanish brands,
Right.
hat brands. So I was like, I wanted to do something that also kind of relate with my culture a little bit. You know what I mean? So I named it Proposito because it's obviously I know there's a lot of believers out there. There's a lot of people who believe in God and believe that they do have a purpose. And I wanted to slap that on a hat, and in May I made the first order. I submitted the first design, made the first order, and that it officially launched in June, and here we are now, man. Like almost 3 designs in.
That's what's
So,
up. No, that's
yeah,
what's up.
yeah,
I love the journey to hear about like what went like because it's not always like easy to be like oh I need to start over or
Yeah.
like or even like just like from an ego standpoint or like a pridefulness
hmm
like I failed like
Yeah.
like it takes a lot for someone to like really be like back to the drawing board like I gotta figure like this ain't working so like let's often we want things to work like no matter what we're like yo this is gonna work like 'cause,
Yeah.
but like you gotta be able to like self-analyze and be like
hmm
let's take a step back see where we're at and like just hearing you talk about like how you did that for yourself and now
Yeah.
like if like I feel like I've already seen like more success already right
hmm
like with the like would you say that from when you first was doing Mount Haven Chronicles and now you're doing Proposito like is there like are you seeing more higher like buzz or just like or is it still about the same
I mean, it's too early for me to say yet.
okay
It's too early, but because my Haven Chronicles did open doors for me.
for sure
But like I said, there was really no specific meaning behind it. Something that everybody could relate to. But in the small time that Proposito has existed, I've been able to do things that I didn't do with my Haven Chronicles, which was get connected with people who have podcasts,
right
get connected with content creators to be able to wear my hat, being able to do content with Proposito because that's something that I didn't do with my Haven Chronicles. Like just a few weeks ago, we released a Proposito commercial.
right
And listen, man, I was amazed, man. I was amazed. Obviously, you was part of it.
for sure
You know what I mean? Isaac was part of it
I heard
too.
something about that
Yeah,
I heard about that
you know what I mean? It was amazing.
yeah
You know what I mean? It was, and I told you this before, like just seeing it from behind the scenes and then looking at the finished product of that commercial, I was just amazed.
right
And to me, that was the highlight of all of this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because it's great. Yeah, I'm making hats, you know what I mean, so that people could relate to. But the fact that, we made a commercial that people could visually see what the brand means,
right
that to me meant everything. And that's not something I was able to do with my Haven Chronicles.
right
I wasn't able to do that. It was hard to come up with ideas for it. Because it was like, for me, it was so a small of an idea. It wasn't a bad idea, but it was just a small of an idea. Proposito is more, is more broader, more wider of an idea. Something that anybody anywhere could relate to.
right
So obviously, to me, if we're talking about success for Proposito, and what we're being able to accomplish is that being able to do that content, do that commercial, because that itself has been able to reach a lot of people, thousands of people so far. And that's the goal. Like the goal is to send out a message to people which you have a purpose, in Christ, and that's the message I'm trying to send out to people. You know what I mean? That because we have people walking on earth and they feel like they got no purpose.
exactly yeah
And I don't want people to think that they have no purpose. You do have a purpose.
yeah
Yeah,
you gotta have purpose in order to like live like I feel like when you walk without purpose in life like your life has no direction and that is why you are in the place you are because like you don't accept the purpose you don't accept like what God is like telling you like hey this is what I want you to do it's gonna be difficult at first like but you're built for it like, God knows that you're built for it and that's why he's putting you in these obstacles and so that's fire man like I was super excited just to like collab with you too like even back then with like the Mott Haven like I don't even think I was in the space yet to help others like the way I'm like, helping now like I was like I think I was like 26, 27, around there, around the YouTube grind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was just dropping MVP numbers. You know, I was, you know, just now I'm a veteran. You know, now I'm helping out.
He's an OG in the game
you know
now.
what I'm saying? Now they don't want me anymore, so I gotta help out the next.
The price went up. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The price went up.
Yeah, I'm not a prospect anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so you know, I feel like I'm in a space where, like, you know, I see people like you, and I'm just like, that we have to do something. As when we spoke about, like, when we were recording that commercial, just like about just talking about, like, us just like taking advantage of the moment.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, saying, like, instead of saying like, oh, we should do this, like, let's just go and do it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because if we don't do it now, like, you know, then
Yeah.
you know, like, even like we were supposed to do this, I think, like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, like, record the other thing that we're gonna be doing, and like, you're on top of it, like, you're calling me, you're messaging me, you're like, hey, like, I'm like, are we doing it?
Yeah,
So
yeah, because there's
keeps me
momentum
going.
right now. You know what I mean? There's momentum. So if you let the momentum die, it's over.
So I have to kind of catch myself too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, because it means so much to you, and I was like, that is contagious. So
Yeah, but
like,
is that when we did that commercial and just the way it came out, bro? I was like, nah, we could do, like, this is great.
right,
It's not bad. It's perfect from beginning to end.
right,
Because I'm a person that I envision things before it comes out. That's just how I am. But it was hard for me to envision that. Not saying that it was gonna be bad or that I thought it was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It was beyond my expectation.
Right.
So just me seeing that, I'm like, yo, I have to be more. I have to be on top of everything now.
Right.
With all of this, because I know we could do more.
Right.
And I know it's gonna be a blessing to a lot of people. And I know the commercial was a blessing to people, and I want to keep blessing the people. You know.
Yeah. I was excited with the way the numbers came out. Like, you know, I'm always a perfectionist, so I'm always like, yeah, I wish things could be better. But, you know, I feel like even when I said, like, I wanted to do more, you were like, yo, it's doing good. Like, just be happy, you know? So I sometimes need to remember that, like, it doesn't matter about, like, if we got 300 people to like it. Like, if we got at least 2 to 5 people, we did something, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's important to give ourselves credit. And I always like that about you, that you're always giving me those small reminders, like,
listen, bro, I have, you know, because obviously Proposito has started.
Yeah.
And we're only like 3 months in, so I have like maybe like 200 about not even 200 followers on my Instagram page, but that video itself on IG has over 5,000 views.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we really, you know, it's so a lot of people and a lot of big content creators. That might be small numbers, but to guys like us who are starting,
right,
you know what I mean, and doing stuff, that's big numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're blessing a lot of people. So, listen, this is step by step, man. Step by step. All of this is step by step.
Right. No, that's awesome, man. Like, what else you got going on? Like, what else you been up to? Like, since we last saw you, like I said, it's been, or as a matter of fact, like, what we could do too is, like, so on my first episode, which dropped last week, since we're doing it every week, so a week ago, I still got the same clothes though. I don't know how you can explain that, but
you took a shower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We totally didn't record it 2 times in one day. We're better than that, but I did this time capsule thingy where I spoke to myself and I told myself where I would like to be in, like, a year or a couple years from now. I even talked about you in the video, like, about where I would like to see you. Yeah. So I want to do that with you. Like, I want you to, like, tell the camera or tell yourself in the future, like, where you see yourself, like, a year from now, or, like, expectations, or just, like, you know, any little thing that we'll look back at this video, like, next year, and then you'll be like, wow, I said that to myself.
Yeah.
I did that in the last episode. So.
Yeah, so I definitely I mean, I have a lot of expectations, but one of the expectations that I have is obviously growing this brand to be not just a national thing, but an international brand, you know, and be able to work with a lot of different creators. And, yeah, man, just, you know, hopefully able to work in events like how I did before. Probably bigger events, because the events that I did before with My Every Chronicles was big.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with big events, and hopefully even bigger events. You know, just be able to just grow this brand, man. And that's just the business side of things. Personally, you know, I just want to be able to, continue to just live a happy life like I've had so far. Be able to enjoy my family, enjoy my friends. I want to see all my friends. If I can help them grow too, I want to help them grow, be successful. And also most importantly, just keep growing my relationship with God, man. I think that's the most important thing to me. So yeah, man.
That's awesome, man. Gotta clap it up for that one. That's a good one, bro. That's good. I think that was kind of better than mine. I think I only talked about you.
I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. Yeah,
Isaac did one too, but his was mostly about like food and stuff. Like,
I mean, who doesn't love food? Man?
Yeah, we actually need to shout out Isaac. I don't think I even shouted him out in the last video.
Man. Yeah. We gotta shout out Isaac,
he
man.
Deserves his flowers.
Yeah, like that man gonna have to start getting paid soon, man. If you ain't paying him, bro.
For real, no.
I'm sorry to throw that out there, bro.
Yeah,
but
I don't
listen,
want him to be stolen. Yeah, he does not have a business page yet, so don't look for him. He's not available.
Nah, don't say that, bro.
What you say?
Don't say that. He got a business page, bro. He got a business page, bro. But look, shout out. No, all jokes aside, shout out to Isaac, bro. Like honestly, I was just shocked, bro, with that commercial, bro. Like I was shocked, bro. Not because I didn't think he didn't have it. Like I knew he had it in him to do it. I was just like, I've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
So the fact is that like, man, it's just I'm telling you, bro. I was speechless, bro.
No, yeah,
I mean, you directed it.
Yeah.
You came up with the ideas. You had a whole bunch of ideas.
Right.
And
he brought it to life. So.
And I helped bring it to life. You know what I mean? Isaac definitely brought it to life when behind the lens.
Yeah.
And it was an incredible collaboration. So shout out to Isaac, man.
For sure. I mean, right now he's like literally holding the camera, like he's like standing still, just fighting for his life right now. We don't know if his hands are burning holding that camera, but he's putting in the work, So I'm proud of him too. I mean, since the start of the YouTube channel, like everyone's kind of like they've kind of grown up with him. Like he was like very little when we started doing some of the like YouTube videos, like Mario Kart days, and
I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, still growing up and stuff. So it's pretty impressive to see what he's been able to like learn on the go. Cause he's kind of self-taught himself, right? You just like study and stuff. Yeah. I think you say you use like ChatGPT all the time or something like that.
Oh.
He said no.
I think he's better than ChatGPT. So stop playing.
IGGBT, right? Yeah.
That should be his IG name.
That's what's up, bro. But like, let's transition though. Like, what's how's the Yankees? How's the baseball?
How's the Mets?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I know we're trying to go with it, bro.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday on Instagram. I think was it yesterday? Or was it 2 days ago?
He was like 2 days ago.
He blamed the Yankees losing on the Mets. I didn't understand that.
You want me to explain it to you?
Yeah, I do. I would love to know why.
First of all, I am a Yankee fan. I am from the Bronx. Even though I am sitting in Queens territory, I'm sitting in Mets territory right now. But obviously, they do not scare me. There's nothing scary about Mets fans. But let me explain my post. So I said what I said because I heard someone say a valid point. I listen to the sports radio a lot.
Okay.
I love, for some reason, I don't know if people still love doing it. I love listening to the sports radio.
Right.
So someone, I think it was on the sports radio. Someone said, or it was on a post on IG or whatever. Someone said that the reason that the Mets and the Yankees suck right now is because Juan Soto left. Because everything was balanced out. Yeah. You remember that when we had Juan Soto, we was good.
Right.
Even though we had flaws on defense.
Right.
We was good. And when the Mets didn't have Juan Soto, they was actually better than they are now. You can't lie about that.
Right.
Everything was balanced out.
I mean, he hit a home run yesterday.
Yeah, but y'all still lost.
I lost some money yesterday.
Y'all blew the game because I had to go to a baby shower yesterday.
Yeah.
And, I was on the MLB Network channel, and they randomly put the Mets game.
Yeah.
So I saw the back and forth going, but I was like, yeah, the Mets are going to blow this game. Watch. And that's exactly what happened. So it doesn't matter if you hit a home run, bro. I lost the game. We won, though.
I would think we got the same record right now, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
funny.
saying.
it's
It's y'all
funny.
fault because
Yeah.
y'all wanna splash money in
we-
front of us, right?
We good. We
In
good.
our face, right? So y'all got Juan Soto, right?
He's
Y'all
the
got him,
best
right?
player.
But now, don't play yourself, bro. Don't play yourself, bro. He's playing yourself.
We're gonna try to get Juan Soto on this podcast coming soon.
Listen,
I'm gonna have you for that episode.
I don't hate Juan Soto. I am disappointed by that decision. We was gonna offer him Washington Heights because in order to get to Washington Heights, you gotta come through the Bronx first.
right.
So we have the right there, like right by Yankee Stadium is the bridge to Washington Heights.
Right.
That was gonna be thrown on the contract, but you wanted to come to Queens, so. But I mean, I don't blame you. The money is good though.
Exactly.
You getting paid $51 million a year is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna turn down that money.
I would. From the Mets, yeah, definitely. I'm not playing for the Mets. Never that. I'd rather
Never
play
for the Mets.
I'd rather play for Miami.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
It's nice weather down there, so.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious, bro. So my next question for you is, like anything like that you got going on, like for the brand, like any like things we can know about, or like if it's secret, like
Nah, well,
we
it's
trying to see if we
not.
get some scoops here.
It's not really a secret because I'm actually wearing it right now. But this is the next
Exclusive.
This is the next hat that I got coming out. It's coming out sometime next month. Yeah, man, like we've been working, but I've been working on a whole bunch of designs, bro, and I just want to put stuff out there little by little.
For sure, yeah.
I know people are loving it and stuff like that, and man, like that. The goal for me is to kind of like drop hats based off the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously we're still in summertime, so I'm kind of like dropping some summer colors and colors that people normally will wear in the summer. And as we get more into the fall, I want to drop more fall colors. You know what I mean? Because people like to. That's the thing about us New Yorkers. We know how to dress.
Right.
We know how to dress, and we know how to dress based off the season. So obviously, like I used to work in a school.
Right.
So the kids, they would see me dress, and they'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Manny, yo, you dress fly. You got the sneak. Oh, you fly and this and this and that." You know what I'm saying? And I would dress obviously based off the season and the colors. Even though I'm not too crazy about colors, I'm not too crazy about it, but definitely want to drop more hats based off the season, and hopefully come out with hoodies too.
Oh, that would be fire.
We're not really a clothing brand.
Right.
But I do see, like, every season I do want to drop a piece of clothing.
That would be fire.
Whether it's a hoodie in the summer, shirts. I did drop shirts too.
Yeah.
But that's done and sold out. That's it. But definitely, hopefully in the winter, drop some hoodies too. So those are things that we got in the works. You know what I mean? But right now, definitely do more content.
Right.
I think that's the thing. Right now, we don't have a website. So if anybody wants a hat, you could definitely hit up the business page. We definitely ship our orders everywhere. And that's the one thing too that I'm definitely gonna be working on is on a website.
Right.
Definitely, I would say next year there's definitely gonna be a website. Definitely, either by the end of this year or beginning of next year, there's definitely gonna be a website.
That's what's up. We're looking forward to
that.
that.
To make the whole process easier, because obviously I don't wanna just do things just to do it. Obviously, a website is the most professional thing to do.
Right.
But obviously, if we're gonna do something, we're gonna do it right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So definitely.
No, that's what's up, man. I love to hear that. Yeah. Like it's always good to have a plan in place. Like I always say, like things change. Like so you gotta be able to adapt to like changes that happen. But if you have like a finish line somewhere you're trying to get to, at least like on your way there will be obstacles, but you know where you're heading towards too. So that's dope, man. Yeah, I'm excited like overall too for like your brand and just like for where it's gonna go. Like Like honestly, like I can see myself like next year or something going to Fanatics Fest with you and like
Yeah.
Isaac and like I even think by then we'll have like more people we know, like,
Yeah.
and we all come in with the brand.
Yeah.
And
Definitely,
you know,
since
like a
I
team,
definitely
you know?
want to go to Fanatic Fest.
Yeah.
And if I see one of my favorite athletes, I'm definitely gonna have to. Obviously, I want to give him a hat.
Right.
Cause I was the first person that I was actually able to give a hat to.
Mhm.
You know, content creator or whatever, was actually a Yankee player.
Oh yeah, I think you were telling me
A
about that
Yankee
the other
player. I
day.
was
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to get in contact with Jay-Z Escara from the
Mhm.
Yankees. And I was able to send him a hat. The first hat that we dropped, I was able
Wow,
to
that's
send him
fire.
one. So, you know, because I was able to relate with his story a little bit.
Right.
And I was able to, send him a hat. I was like, oh, hey, I think, I love your story. I want to send you a hat. And I was able to bless him with a hat. And hopefully in Fanatic Fest, man, hopefully there's a baseball player there
Yeah.
that I love, or a basketball player, whatever. Any
Right.
athlete that I actually
Yeah.
like, hopefully I'm able to, bless him with a hat, man. That'd be
Right.
dope, man.
Yeah, if I'm there, like, and I see Aaron Judge, like, I'm charging him for the hat and everything.
Nah, not Aaron Judge. Aaron
Like,
Judge
bro, you gotta pay for, like,
Aaron Judge don't
you gotta
gotta
pay for this, bro. It's
Aaron
not free
Judge
for
don't
you.
gotta pay. As long as he wear it at Yankee Stadium, we good. As long as he's wear it to the tunnel coming to the game, that's all. Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna charge him, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta send one to Juan Soto, bro. That's who you gotta send one to. Trust me. Like, it'd be viral, bro. He's gonna post it on his thing.
I don't know,
It's
bro.
gonna happen, bro. I'll talk to him. I know his. I know his.
Nah,
team.
him I would charge. He got him $51 million a year. Come on, bro. He can give me 1,000 for one hat. But
Nah,
yeah,
that's
bro.
funny,
But definitely, bro. This is all in God's plan, all in God's timing, bro. Obviously, and yeah, man. We God willing, we taking this up, man. This is going up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. Sky's the limit, and yeah, we're excited to do this again with you next time if you're free. We keep these episodes going.
Yeah.
Next week will be the episode where Diana comes back, with my fiance comes back, so it'll be the start of a new podcast. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna try to have as much guests here as possible. And like I said, we hope to see you again.
Yeah, of course.
We chop it up some more, talk about other things, and yeah, we appreciate you coming to the show.
Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all having me here, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
For real, thank you so much, man. So yeah, this concludes the episode for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can find everything that has to do with Proposito on below in the information section. I feel like there's a word for that, and I messed it up. Description below. I've been listening, man. You know, we're not even gonna edit that out. Like, as I told you guys in the first episode, I'm still like finding myself. You know, I'm still finding the flow of things. So, you know, we're still getting used to the lingo. But what I do know is that you can find that in the description below, and you can find our information too in the description below. What you can't find is Isaac's information in the description below, because he's mine. He's mine, absolutely mine.
You gotta get his money, though,
take
bro.
that as you will.
Gotta get his bread.
We'll see. We'll talk about. I'm his manager, so we'll discuss any potential partnerships with Isaac. But
that's crazy, Isaac. You're a free agent. Tell him
like
you're a free agent.
There's like a Tupac and like Suge Knight situation. I have him captive. He's gonna try to get out of death row.
Yeah, you stuck, buddy.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be like a docu-series on like surviving Julius. Everything I just had to go through. And then he brought me a soggy quesadilla. But nah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much again for watching. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and just say something nice, you know. Or support is free, as a matter of fact, and go support, you know.
All right, yeah.
It's also clap to you. Yeah,
All right, yeah.